I'm gonna whip this little bitch in the face if she makes a peep.
You're not man enough to fuck with me. You can't last 2 minutes in my world, bitch.
Somebody's gotta get stabbed.
As soon as I get home, the first thing I'm gonna do is punch your mama in the mouth.
There's a chance.
Your organization
You're
staff.
attacking.
Why are you the way that you are?
Where am I? Got it.
There we go.
All right. Anyway, yeah, so yeah. So what the fuck?
So
I gotta slow down on that fuck.
you got to slow down on the fuck. You can't say fuck too many fucking times, man. It's too many fucks. It's too many fucks.
I mean, do I talk like this in normal life, or do I just do it on the podcast? I mean, do I just say fuck constantly?
The only reason you noticed it is because now you have 45 minutes of recorded.
I'm a fucking Neanderthal. Oh my God, I just said it again. I'm a fucking Neanderthal, dude. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, I didn't realize I said it that much, man. Fuck.
You're like Gordon Ramsay. You can't help it. It's a twitch at this point.
Oh my God, man. Wow. C-Rays would say it was probably the algorithm.
It's the algorithm, exactly.
It's the algorithm of everything.
Well, shit, speaking of that, let's go ahead and start with saying hi to everybody. Welcome back to episode 2 of No Fueling Around. Coach Powers here with Dusty Bo. Duddy Bo.
Yeah.
So apparently a lot of people told Duddy that he said fuck too many times in the last fucking podcast. And
potty mouth.
Yeah, so he's gonna try to work on that. Make this a little safer. Make this a little safer for work.
I'm gonna say frack.
Frack.
This is fracking crazy.
So last week we were talking about, Washington needing a logo. So I started looking up some NFL news. First of all, do you remember, well, I don't know if you know him or not, a player named Javion Clowney?
Yeah, absolutely.
The guy who just broke through the line in college and hit that running back before he even got the ball?
Yeah.
Do you know he now plays for Tennessee?
Does he really? I didn't know that.
I think they're going to win the Super Bowl this year.
Do you think Tennessee is going to win the Super Bowl?
I've been coaching for a long time. I've coached a lot of teams that were really, really good in the regular season. We get to the playoffs, we shit the bed. We needed that one extra element. Javion Clowney's that extra element. He's the J.J. Watt of that team right now.
He's a beast, dude. He's a beast.
Yeah. I didn't know he got traded to them. I thought he was still with the Seahawks, but I guess we need the money.
Wasn't he their number one pick? He went
to Houston.
Okay.
Yeah, he was.
But he was the number one pick for whatever team he went to. I couldn't remember what team it was. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
because he's a fucking beast, man.
Yeah, no, he's huge. He's fast. You know how Dak Prescott was injured last season? He got his ankle all messed up. He's gonna get another MRI on his shoulder. But he says no matter what happens, he's playing against the Buccaneers in week 1.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, dude, I'll tell you what, man. All these people, everybody's talking about the Cowboys this year. And I can't, what's going on with that? Did they have a great draft? Did they have, because I don't see it happening. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. And everybody, and they're doing the fucking, they're doing they've got the TV show, Hard Knocks with the Dallas Cowboys, but it's everybody's talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Why? What's happening there?
First off, they always talk about the Cowboys. It's like the conspiracy in the NFL. No matter what's going to happen,
American team,
right? They're going to talk about the Cowboys. They're going to talk about the top 2 teams in the league, and they're going to talk about the Cowboys. That's always how it works. Jerry Jones and ESPN are like this, and they got it like that. So every year we have to hear about how the Cowboys are. This is the year. This is the year. 2-3 years ago, when Zeke, Prescott, they had Cole Beasley. They still had the tight end Whitman. Maybe. I mean, that was a good team. Their defense was always still solid, but no, they fucked it up. But,
man, they're done.
They're not. No.
And they're like, this is the year. Like you said, every year is the year, and it's like bullshit, man. Get the fuck out of here. I don't see it happen, man. And I'm not a big, Dak Prescott. It's to me. He's what is he like? He's like the new RG3. I don't. What is he doing? He ain't doing shit. RG3 didn't do anything. I remember. You remember when Andrew Luck. That year that they both came out and they said, "Are you going to take Andrew Luck or would you take RG3?" And all these people were like, RG3. I said, bullshit, man. Take fucking Andrew Luck, man. I mean, and what happened? Look, I mean, well, he ended up retiring early or whatever. That was weird. But, RG3 didn't do shit, man. All he did was get injured a bunch and it was over. And that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. I just think it's silly.
Now he's back up for the Ravens. And
is he really?
The good part about that is he has a lot of he has a lot of experience as a mobile quarterback. So he knows how to kind of. It's not like if Peyton Manning or a Peyton Manning style quarterback was the backup to Lamar Jackson. If God forbid Lamar gets hurt, you're fucked. The whole team's dynamic screwed.
They're done.
So by having RG3, who knows how to read a defense like a mobile quarterback. When they come off the field, he's giving him another point of view from another mobile quarterback. So it's not like he's not invaluable, but he's not a starter anymore.
Well, he never. They like. I remember that year when him and Andrew Luck came out through the draft, and it was like he was like the next coming of Jesus. And he didn't do anything. He didn't do shit. He took him to the fucking playoffs in 1 year, and then that was it. It was over. I mean, it's whatever, man. I mean, it's so boring. God, I just don't get it, man. I don't get it, man. Now, okay, Coach, back me up on this. So, I was talking to my buddy Zeus the other day, and he's oh my God. I mean, a wealth of knowledge as far as any sport. I mean, Zeus knows. He should be doing his own podcast, to be quite honest with you. He's a huge Yankees fan. He's a big baseball fan. And he loves all sports, though. And I lost my train of thought. What the fuck was I going to say? Shit. I don't remember what I was going to say. Damn it. What were we talking about?
RG3.
Yeah, it was RG3. Fuck, whatever. Doesn't matter. I lost my train of thought. But I'll get it back. I'll get it.
I do have a question for you.
Do.
Pray tell.
Pray tell.
Yeah. Michael Thomas, the wide receiver for the Saints.
Who is it?
Michael Thomas.
I thought you said hippopotamus. I was like, I don't think he plays for the Saints. I don't think hippopotamus. No, he doesn't play for the Saints. No, I don't know that guy. Beyond Bazooka, John. Hippopotamus, John. Go ahead. Yeah, Michael Thomas.
It looks like he's going to lead the Saints now that Drew Brees is gone. I think the Saints are going to go back to being.
I thought he was already gone. I think he's gone.
I saw a day ago. Still, teams he might go to and stuff like that. I didn't know he was mad. I thought he was going to help Winston try to rebuild that team. No, he's outie.
Winston, whatever. Fuck off. I mean, this shit. Oh God.
Remember when he ate the W? Remember when they filmed him doing?
I'll say one thing. I want everybody to look at me. I'm going to pass it to Corn after I say one thing. Let's go. That's a W. Let's eat one. Let's eat one. That's a W. How many people want to eat a W tonight? How many eat a W tonight? Yeah, come in, that's man. All I want.
Remember that?
It's just, man, no. The Saints are, I mean, they're in bye-bye. This season's fucking toast, man. It's gone. Bye.
Well,
Kamara, I love Kamara. He's great. He's fucking awesome. Love the guy. But I mean, Winston Churchill coming in here, it ain't happening. I just don't see it, man.
Isn't it crazy how Brady left a division that was pretty much dog shit? I mean, the Bills, the Dolphins, and the Jets. And the Bills are pretty good now. But as they got good, he left. And now the NFC South sucks a bag of dicks. The Panthers suck, the Falcons suck, and the Saints suck. So there's an easy playoffs. Bucks are going back to the playoffs.
100%. I mean, 100 fucking 100%. God, I cannot. 100%. I mean, absolutely. I mean, the Saints aren't going to do shit this season. There's no way. I don't see it happening. And maybe I'm wrong. You know, maybe I'm fucking wrong. But I just do not see that happening. And like I said, you know, and the Atlanta Falcons. Like, I mean, come on. I mean, they're done. They're shit. They need to change that whole organization because they are. I mean, you know, when they lost the Super Bowl, you know, I've never seen. You know, I'm almost 50 years old. I've never seen a complete. And you being a coach, when I watched that Super Bowl when they lost the Atlanta Falcons, they've got the game right. It's football 101. You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna run the ball. Okay? You're gonna run the ball and you're gonna wind the clock down. That's called football 101. Okay? And you know what you did? You were trying to get flashy. And you know what you did? You lost! You're a fucking asshole. I mean, they had that Super Bowl won, man. I mean, are you? I remember watching that Super Bowl with my girlfriend at the time. She doesn't give a shit about fucking football. She doesn't give a shit about it. She's from Costa Rica. They play footy. I don't know, whatever the fuck they do. They play with mud pies. But anyway, I don't. But they don't even have balls down there. They just play with mud. They make their own balls and they dry it up and they throw it at each other. But anyway, I remember watching the fucking Super Bowl with her. And she doesn't give a flying fuck. She's on her laptop. I'm watching the Super Bowl. I'm drinking beers, and I'm like, well, this is stupid. I mean, it's what was it? 25-3, 28-3? I don't know.
28-3.
It was 28-3 going into halftime, and I said, well, I turned it off. I said, well, this is stupid. I'm going to go out back, sit on the stoop. I'll just go stoop and drink some beers. Fuck it. I come back in, she goes, Atlanta, New England scored, you know, and I went, oh, no shit, really? Yeah, that's cool. Went back out, you know, grabbed a cigarette, went back out, sat down, came back, and she goes, New England scored. I went, really? Wow, no shit. And then they won the Super Bowl. I mean, like, oh, it's football. You run the ball and you run the clock out. Yeah, that's what you do. You don't get flashy and we're beating Tom Brady and the New England Patriots and we're the baddest. No, you lost because you're an asshole and they should have fucking fired everybody in that whole establishment. And I mean, I still look back at that. That is the most unbelievable and just most ridiculous Super Bowl I've ever watched in my entire life. I mean, could you imagine being that head coach and be like, oh, shit. You know, I mean, it's on you, dude. It's not on the players. It's on you, man. You fucked up. You lost that fucking Super Bowl, and it's ruined. It's ruined them. It's still, I mean, Matt Ryan, go fuck yourself. You're never going to do anything, dude. You suck. Because you can't get through. No, fuck off. I mean, he is a pile of shit. You know what he reminds me of? You know who he reminds me of, Coach? And I think you'll go, holy shit, you're right. You know what he reminds me of? Oh, and I think he played for the same goddamn team. His name's Jeff George. Remember Jeff George? One of the strongest arms I've ever seen in the NFL ever. That man could throw fucking bullets. He could throw 60-yard bullets. And you know what Jeff George did? He didn't do anything. He didn't do shit. You know why? Because he was a fucking piece of shit. He had a great arm, and he had terrible coaching, and he had no one around him, and he could have been in the fucking Hall of Fame. And you know what he's doing? He's working at fucking Costco. And he doesn't even know how to drive the goddamn fucking forklift correctly. I mean, he's dropping lumber. Lumber's falling. Jeff George should have been in the Hall of Fame, and he didn't do shit, man. And it's just like Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan's going to be working at goddamn fucking, at fucking 7-Eleven because he's an asshole, and fucking selling candy bars and shit and gas and stuff and passing out little cards and shit. Here's a little discount. Here's a little coupon. The fuck out of here, Matt Ryan, you piece of shit. Anyway, I do like him, though.
I guarantee you, Matt Ryan will end up on TV.
I am a fan, though. I am a fan.
I guarantee you, Matt Ryan will end up on TV doing like Fox Sports 1, NFL broadcasting.
Yeah. He'll be fighting with fucking Shaquille O'Neal and shit, they'll be fucking kicking at each other, and that'll be fun.
He'll be explaining how to break down defenses while everybody at home is watching going, didn't you throw a pick in that same situation?
Didn't you? Oh, wait a minute. What did you do in your career? Oh, wait a minute. Nothing.
The only reason he would have most completions is because Julio. I'm not taking anything away from Julio Jones, but he's so good at catching trash passes that he looks really good at catching hard to catch passes. They're hard to catch because they were shittily thrown. You know what I mean? So it's like if he got a real quarterback, he probably is going to win a Super Bowl. If Matt Ryan doesn't have Julio Jones, he ain't completing passes.
Well, I mean, once again, look at on another note, getting away from fucking whatever his name is, Atlanta guy,
Matt Ryan,
Derek Carr. He was.
Man, he is garbage. I'm so tired. I don't know why Gruden keeps. Gruden keeps him because he won a Super Bowl with a mediocre quarterback with defense. The problem is in 2002, that's how you could win, because 2001, that's what Ray Lewis did. So you can kind of do it in that 3 year. The game evolves every 4 years. If you don't evolve with it, John, and you go into TV, John, and you forget how to coach, John, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. He's never going to go past 8-8. He's going to always jerk off the fucking Al Davis owner, and forever, ever, they're going to go $100 million for nothing.
For nothing. For nothing. Zero.
They got to get past Patrick Mahomes to get to the playoffs? Are you out of your fucking mind?
Not happening.
No.
Not happening.
No.
It didn't happen, dude.
And then you kid in San Diego.
There's a love affair with Derek Carr, and I just don't get it. I don't like what he when he broke his fucking leg, his career's over. He's done. He's fucking done, man. That guy is fucking. He ain't gonna do nothing, man. I mean, it's so. And John Gruden's like he blows so much smoke up his own fucking ass, and it's like, get the fuck out of here. You're done. He's done. Get the fuck out of here. I'm so over it with it. Fuck the Raiders. I just can't stand it. I just can't. People are like, well, I think they're going to be a force. They're going to be a force. I'm like, they're going to be a force. I think they said that this year, I think they got rated the highest, as far as like the draft goes, right? They had what? Bullshit. What are you talking about? I mean, they didn't. They're not going to do anything, man. Uh, so okay. So on that note, hold on one second. I'll be right. What's So when we're looking at this, this season, like I'm a Steeler fan, whatever.
Yeah.
The Steelers are fun. They're not going to do shit. They're not going to do anything. I really don't. I mean, I bet. I'm going to throw this out there, and we can look back at this. I bet they go, what, like 6-10, something like that. They're not going to. They're not going to do. I don't think they're going to do shit. Their offensive line is so bad. They're totally fucked.
Do you think they'll tank to get a higher draft pick quarterback this year?
Yes, I do. I do think that. Depending on what the season. If the season's going bad, they'll just fucking wash it, man, out, and that's what they should do. They should. Yes. Because Ben, come on, Ben's done, man. He's done. He can pull it off. The problem is that offensive line is completely toast, right? So I think that, like you said, if they're losing, just let it go. Just like the Jets fucked up last year, they fucked up. They messed up, dude, because they should have got the first round pick, but it became the Jacksonville Jaguars, because they won that one game, why would you do that? Why would you do that? I still can't believe they did that. I cannot believe that. Oh my God.
That's why Bill Belichick worked there for one day.
Yeah. Yep. You got to be kidding me, man. I still, my buddy, once again, my buddy Zeus, he's a huge Yankees fan and a huge Jets fan. And he was like, well, we're going to get the number one pick. It's set in stone. And then they won the game. It was like, no, what did you do that for? Just wash it. And you get, what's his name?
Trevor Lawrence.
Yes. And what do you think about him? What do you think about that cat? You a fan or not a fan?
I'll be honest. Usually when there's 3 or 4 quarterbacks in the draft that are highlighted, two of them do good. Like when Andrew Luck and RG3 came in, there's some other quarterbacks with them that are still in the league doing well. When there's one quarterback, that's the one everybody's going after. I don't ever see them being that great. Look at Ryan Leaf. Remember Ryan Leaf?
Yeah.
Number one, everybody wanted him. Peyton Manning went number 2.
Well, he was a little baby. He was a baby.
Well, he was a baby. Yeah, he was
a little. No, I don't like this. He was throwing fucking tantrums all the time. Get out of here, dude. And he did. Bye. See you later.
I think the problem's going to be you're in the NFL. They have a former college coach, Urban Meyer, who's now coaching there. They have a former college quarterback, and they already have a locker room full of people who don't act mature.
Yeah.
So I don't think this is going to go well. I think he'll be there for his 2-3 years on his rookie contract, and he'll be traded quickly. They're not going to. They won't franchise him down in Jacksonville.
Really? Yeah.
I don't see it. I see him being a good quarterback somewhere else.
No shit. I hate the fact. First off, I just hate the Jacksonville Jaguars. So
I can't stand them. I'm a Colts fan as well as a Seahawks fan. And speaking of that, I found a Peyton Manning jersey.
That's what you told me.
Yeah, white one. Oh, dude, I'm keeping it.
Yeah.
I hate Jacksonville. I went when Josh Allen, I think it was his first year, played for the Bills, and they went to the playoffs. They had to play Jacksonville in the wild card.
Yeah.
My dad, myself, my brother, and a friend of my brother's went to that game. We were probably 15 rows back from the sideline at about the 20. It was a great game, a lot of defense, good hits. not a lot of scoring. The entire freaking time, Jacksonville on the bench was not paying attention. They won the game by like 1 point on a shitty play that the Bills fucked up because it was Josh Allen's first year. He got nervous. But watching, like as a coach, watching that entire sideline, I would lose my fucking shit.
Yeah.
They were in the AFC Championship at one point, and now they're just shitting the bed. Like it's absolutely. I mean, it's kind of how every team fucking happens, but it's Jacksonville's MO.
I can't, so there was so many, I mean, there's been, I would say 3 to 4 years that, they had the team, and they didn't do anything. They had everything that they needed and they didn't do shit. You know, I mean, look at, here's a good topic. Look, I was always amazed by the Cincinnati Bengals. What's the name of their coach? Marvin
Lewis.
Lewis.
Yeah, I don't think is he still the coach there?
Oh, no. But what I was going to say is, I'm a Steeler fan. I grew up. I bleed black and gold. I mean, I'm a fucking Steeler fan, 100%. And instead of like hating the Cleveland Browns, we're always like, well, what's your most hated football team? My most hated football team is Cincinnati. I can't stand Cincinnati. I hated Chris Collinsworth. I hated all of their quarterbacks. I hated everything. And now Chris is like an announcer and he's just a fucking turd. I can't stand that, man. People are like, well, I don't like John Madden. I'm like, are you shitting me? I would take John Madden every single day over Chris Collinsworth. But what I was going to say is, I hate Cincinnati so much. And I thought it was so amazing that they kept that coach for as long as they did, and they never did anything. They're like, oh, we're going to give him a 5-year extension. You're going to give him a 5-year extension to do nothing. He doesn't do anything. I mean, why? That man, how long was he a coach there? For 15 years? I mean, seriously, I'm not kidding.
Marvin Lewis has been there probably a good 8-10 years, yeah.
Oh, no, God, it had to be more than that. It had to be, man. Come on. There's no way. That man didn't do shit. He never did anything. And they kept giving him extensions and shit. I was just like...
16 years.
16 years. See, I told you. He didn't do shit for 16 years. And I couldn't, when they gave him his last 5-year extension, I was like, you have got to be kidding me. Because this man, I'm not a hater, but I hate him. He was shit. He didn't do nothing. And they just said, well, let's just give him, how about we give him $15 more million? Fuck it. Let's do it. Maybe, nope. And he's gone now. I mean, he's gone now. So I don't give a shit. I'm getting a beer, but good God, man. I mean, you got to be kidding me. I'll tell you what, man, if you don't do something in 5 years, get the fuck out of here. I mean, just get the fuck out. We're building shit. We're getting people in here. We got the coaches, we got the shit. And you're going to tell me 15 years later, you didn't do nothing and I'm still paying you? Mm-hmm. Bullshit. Get out of here, man. Anyway, I don't know. What do I know, coach?
Well, if they had better coaching, they probably wouldn't fuck up in every wild card game. I mean, Vontague Burfict, that linebacker that always has dirty hits. I mean, there was 3 years in a row that he had a dirty hit at the end of the game to fuck the game up, and the Bengals could have won it.
Yep. Jesus. Fuck. Dude, they had Andy Dalton. They had great receivers. They had a great defense. They had
when they had Carson Palmer.
Oh, well, that's true too. So yeah, so you had two pretty damn good. And oh, by the way, where did Andy Dalton end up?
Andy Dalton went to the Cowboys. He's the backup for the Cowboys.
Yep. Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, they had the team, man. The Ravens when they won that Super Bowl, because of the defense, the Cincinnati Bengals were there. They had it. They had it wrapped up. They had a decent enough offense, and they had the defense, and they still couldn't put it together. And you know why? Because of coaching. They're terrible. I mean, he was terrible. He was a terrible coach, man. I'm sorry, but it's true, man. Fuck it. Like, couldn't handle it. He just never, 16 years of his life down the shitter, never did a fucking thing. I mean, zero, nothing. I mean, I think they went to the playoffs once, maybe, but Jesus. Wow.
It's not that they didn't get to the playoffs. It's that they don't get past the first round.
Well, that's what I mean. They did every time they got there. It was like, whatever. I mean, it was like, what the fuck? I mean, and they're like, well, we just gave him another 5 years. Like, what? The guy hasn't produced anything. I mean, you're done, dude. I mean, coach, if you're coaching for a high school and you guys aren't winning, I mean, what's going to happen? What happens? Bye-bye. Get the fuck out of here, right?
No. In high school, they keep you around because since you suck so much, most of the kids that have talent transfer to another high school. And they keep you at that job because nobody else will coach. And if you leave, the team's pretty much dismantled. That's high school.
Yeah. When are you going to put on your squirrel mask? No, I'm just kidding. All right. So enough football. What are we talking about?
I actually wanted to show you something. Do you remember that putter my dad had, the stand-up putter?
Yeah.
So I was trying to reshaft it and regrip it for him because it was getting old. And he wanted his old shaft in it, but it was just so warped. It was too small. The epoxy wouldn't hold it. It was too small for the hole.
Yeah.
So I couldn't figure it out, and I didn't want to break it anymore. So I was looking around for putters for my dad, and I found today the
exact same thing.
No, even better. Better. It's called the Ram Zebra.
Oh, Jesus. Wow.
Look at that thing.
What? Look at that thing. It's like a big taco.
Right? I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous. He's going to love it. It's crazy. Ugly. It's heavy.
Does it stand up, though? I mean, the same thing?
It pretty much stands up. I mean, you got it with one finger, yeah.
I was just watching this. I can't even remember who it was. I don't know if it was. I think it might have been Speed. But I guess it was like dewy in the morning, and fucking. I think it was Jordan Speed, man. I don't know, but him and his caddy were out there, and they were like warming up for whatever event they were doing and shit. And Speed took his driver. They were on the tee box, and he took his driver and he threw it, and it slid like 15 feet right to his caddy, and his caddy dropped it, like caught it. And I was like, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. I don't know. I mean, how do you know to do that? Like, you golf too much, buddy. That's what you do, man. Like, I mean, he threw his, he didn't throw it. He like slid it. I mean, it was standing up the whole time. And it slid, I would say 16 to 20 feet. And his caddy dropped it or caught it and fucking like pretended to drive with it, and he was like, they were both like, yeah, boy. Like, it was cool, man. I mean, I was like, I didn't know you could do that. That's pretty fucking cool, man. I dig that.
I was playing golf with my dad and my father-in-law, and we were all about 2 feet from the hole, so we all gave each other the putt. So I pick up my dad's ball with the back of my putter, flick it up to myself, grab it like this, and then throw it up behind my back. Lands right in his hand, and as it landed, I fist bumped his hand with the ball, and he just goes, "How the fuck did you do that?"
That was so cool.
He was like, "That was fucking cool."
That's pretty awesome. Yeah. No, that's nice, man. That's tits.
When you're done with your smoke, we'll do the top 5 shots of the week, wrap this up, and play some golf.
That sounds delicious to me, man.
Yes, I think we did a very good episode.
No, I like this. So, yeah.
I just want to say a quick shout out to our 7 subscribers. Even if it's 100 or 7, we're just gonna keep doing this because we like shooting shit and we don't feel like fueling around.
I don't feel around. I don't know. What do I know?
Let me pull up the Deo. All right, here we go. So these are our top 10 shots from PGA 2K21. I'm gonna let Duddy narrate these because his reactions are better.
Oh yeah. All right. Cool.
So,
all right.
Here we go,
We've got number 5. We've got Coach Powers, shitty ass putt. Number 4, we've got Coach Powers, beauty putt from way downtown. Are you shitting me? All right. We got number 3.
This putt, Duddy, was 61 feet for you.
Duddy boat, 61 feet. And it's a triple breaker, and it's in the hole. Thank you very much. And I was wearing my basic clothes, too. Number 2. Oh, look at that. God, that's nice. Number 2. We've got No Fuel Pilgrims. And he almost holds it out.
Oh!
No, he is denied.
Stings.
Ricky Ticky Tembo, no Sarembo. Number 1, we've got the water boy, Dave, the man in the house. And yes, sir, it is in. Beautiful break on that. Look at that. Oh my God, beautiful. We're not fueling around here, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. Cheers.
Well, that was great. Don't forget to like this, please, and subscribe. We're hopefully gonna get some guests on and try to figure out the audio so it does it. One of the biggest problems we had, and if Fuel, you're watching this and wondering, hey, where the fuck am I? Every time you talked, it just picked one of us up. I don't know what it was, so we got to figure out the 3-way system. Have somebody on and mute ourselves or mute one of us. So once we figure it out, we're gonna get some guests on. So if you guys want to come on or whatever.
I got Spencer's on board. He wants to come on. So I would really love that. That would be really cool. And so yeah, we've got some things coming up. I'm really excited about. So
awesome.
It's kick ass. So I'm excited.
And if you want to be on here, our email is going to be in the description. Email us and we'll talk. So thanks for joining us. We're not fueling around. Have a great day. Go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Lord, some kid looked at me and said it's only life, might as well use it while we're young.